Air is very playful. Air is very alive. It dances through leaves. It flows through waters, creating ripples. It moves the clouds, creating different images. There's a lot of movement in air. There's a lot of personality in air. Gawasasa Shuína Skó, my name is Shuína Skó. My mother is Camille Delorme. Her mother is Teresa Wright Delorme, whose mother is Mary Silvers Wright, whose mother is Esther Hart Silvers, whose father is Lionheart, whose father is Chinchelo Mukas, one of our signers of the treaty in 1864. I am Klamath, and I was raised the Klamath way with my mother and her mother's teachings and her mother's teachings and so on. My journey started here on our homelands. When I was 18, I joined the military and was a CB in the Navy for 6 years. I traveled around some and came back for college, graduated with a degree in psychology. Then started my professional journey in social work. Social work is a really heavy field to go into. I needed self-care, so I'd go to open mic night events. That's where I discovered spoken word poetry. I would listen to the poets share, and they would share really difficult traumas and their experience with systems. And as I would look around the room, nobody was getting defensive. Nobody was upset. And so I thought, this is a way to share my story where Indigenous people from my community can feel seen, and people outside of my community can start understanding our experience. Sometimes I wake up with words running through my mind. I view them as a gift to me. Whatever comes, I write it down, and then I keep writing and I keep reflecting until a poem is present. Another way that I write poetry is by sitting in nature and asking what I need to receive from Creator, or asking the trees or the ocean, whatever is around me, what would you like to say? What would you like to teach me? What would you like to share? And then I just sit and I wait for those words to come, and then I start writing. After college, I chose to move to the city. What I always felt, regardless of where I was at, I always felt a draw or this pull back to my homelands. It's this tugging sense.
It's getting lower pitched already.
And it doesn't go away. And it's not the same as homesick, but it's like, it's this pull.
That'll kind of cue me to hit the boom, boom, boom with you.
In between each break, I think I'm gonna have you hit the drum 3 times.
Yeah.
And then I'll start on the 4th. Let the drum spirit sing as each beat is harmonizing with Earth's heart beneath. Boom, boom, boom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, kind of neat. It reminded me. And so I came back, and my focus became connecting with the land.
Yeah, I love that.
So I can kind of do some things to kind of accent. So you start out. And
Okay.
Can I tell a story? When I was a child, a really small child, I was sitting in a group of other children, and we were listening to our elder teach us our language. And when the elder got to this word, the elder said, with this one, you gotta lean way back in your chair. And you say it like this. Dwanepka. That means, what's happening? After we recognize we're calm, what we're gonna do is offer a prayer to Creator and say, thank you, Creator. I am very grateful that I was able to be around our elders that fluently spoke the language. We're going to gather from multiple plants, that way we don't just take from one plant. When I was a teenager and into my 20s, those elders started passing away. And with them, the language, and with them, stories and songs and traditions and teachings. I became really hungry for more of our traditions. And I wondered, how can I access that when our elders that I really admired, the fluent speakers, have passed? I realized the majority of their lifestyle was in full relationship with creation. So if I put myself in that position, if I sat with the elements, if I sat with the trees and the bushes and the waters and the winds. As you think of who you want to gift it to, make sure you're having good thoughts and prayers. I wondered if my spirit was open and if I was prayerful, if I would receive similar teachings as my ancestors. We always use red string. Can you let us know? Where I spend most of my days is on the land that my mother as a child grew up on, her mother grew up on, her mother grew up on. Before it was allotted to my great-great-grandparents, it was a village site for the Klamath people. And so it has always been where we are. When I think of nature and language, I think of connection. The role of artists in environmental conservation is motivation. It's the emotion. It's the bridge. You might have the instructions, you might have the information, but it's where the emotion, the attachment, the connection happens. It's in the relationship building. Some of my favorite places on the homelands are our sacred spots. One of them is going up on the ridge that overlooks the lake. I once asked my mother and my auntie if someone was raised outside of a community, and many of us are because of the harms we've experienced through colonization, and they don't know our culture. And they ask, how do I be indigenous? How do I be Klamath? The answer my mother and my auntie gave was just be. You are indigenous. You are Klamath. Just as air is always present, our culture is always present. Natamuklux. We are indigenous, blood carriers of ancestral wisdom. Knowings and understandings become available to us in our quiet stillness, in mindfully observing, in simply just being. Our bodies, elements of Mother, you and I tied together in every way. From the air we invite into our lungs, to the rock below lifting us up, and the water that be in continual flow, endless motion and movement, no living thing separate. Creator connecting us. Great Spirit, the life source in all our spirits, a forever glow. Varying shades of colorful flame, energy expanding past skin, seamlessly dancing through the spiritual and natural world as dreaming begins. We, in constant receiving, creation freely giving freely the greatest teaching. Throughout ceremony, with each basket weaved, sage wrapped, ribbon stitched, and prayer sung, we are indigenous. We are intertwined, braided, overlapping, ancestral wisdom carriers. Quiet the mind, get mindfully observant, give gratitude, receive, and simply just be.
No, I still tryna look say a mortgage. 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 No,